Thank you, Johnny. Thank you.
Speaking of that, I saw that field. Was it maybe halfway done?
Quarters? We're all but 4 acres. I left
all but 4.
All but 4 acres because it was 17%, and I need about 500 bushels to put in my feed bin. So I live in the state of Kansas. I'm going to get dogged on for this in the comments. We are a bait state for hunting.
Yep.
And so I run 2 feeders all winter long on 2 of my primary farms. Just like most people quit putting feed out when like season is over. I feed all the way through, and I've got food plots. I'm a big deer hunter. For the people that don't know, if you haven't, no, I don't know if you can see everything in this room is centered around hunting.
Yes.
And except the DeKalb sign, and that's for Ethan Weir. I had respect for Ethan Weir's. Anyway, but yes, 17%. I got this little 500 bushel bin back here. It has no air. It is a feed bin.
Okay.
And so I have to wait till it dries down to 15% to put it in there.
Yep.
And so I left my 4 acres to fill my 500 bushel bin. And I've got some other deer hunters. I'll take some humic totes, cut the tops out, fill them all full of corn. I sell them for $150 a piece.
There you go.
It's $5 corn.
There you go.
$5 corn, and I get rid of all my empty humic shuttles.
There you go.
And deer hunters they just think that's the greatest thing ever.
Okay.
But so the cabin field came in right at 1. If the 4 acres that's left makes what the rest did, the farm made about 180.
Okay.
And
it was underwater.
Oh yeah. So we fought numerous things. Doc Miller and I were just talking about this yesterday, and a lot of guys are struggling, like making a decision of whether to plant wheat or not. And this sounds pretty odd, but it would be the wheat cut in summer of 24, planted to double crop beans. We had record wheat yields here, at least in Kansas. There was a lot of 80 to 110 bushel wheat. Yields never seen like that before here. And then we planted double crop beans right behind that, and the double crop beans made 35 to 55. For double crops, monster beans. Monster beans. So you saw it. Look in the YouTube series about it. There is a mat of residue 4 inches thick out there. And so we were fighting these, and this spring was cold, wet, just cold and wet. It's strip tilled, no tilled. Tillage guys actually looked better this year.
Because of that.
Because of that. In that situation, and this is a problem we only fought in the heavy residue from wheat double crop beans, but was cold, wet soils, uneven emergence. We had that freaking bug that was staying in any high residue ground that was eating the corn plant and killing it. So we had uneven stands from that. The raccoons were ungodly bad. Ridiculous, man. Ugh. So I wish the state of Kansas and every state out there put a bounty on raccoons. Please. Or other ideas that I can't mention on air. So, for controlling populations. It's insane the amount of damage we have from deer. It's all right. The lights just flickered. They're listening.
They're listening.
They're listening. That's right. Put your aluminum foil over your head. Anyway, so the damage, oh my gosh. So all of this said, planted 117-day hybrid into that, longer hybrid as a Tricepta. It was a racehorse, and man, it cranked. That's my top yielding field so far this year, field average.
Gotcha.
Everyone this year here is fighting seeing 200 on a yield monitor. Now, we don't see that a whole lot here. We see it in a really good dirt on good years. But the one thing across all the farm ground, it doesn't matter the practices, the fertility plan, whatever, 200 is just a blip this year. We're seeing so many, lots of 170, 180, and it just doesn't go above that. It doesn't matter. Like I said, take everything out, all of it. Nobody's monitors are going. And, some go, well, mine did. Well, that's great. That's awesome. But at least in our region, it's it's a very consistent upper 100s, where it didn't flood, hundreds, low 100s.
Yep.
And so, like I said, I was talking to Miller about it, and just so many factors that we fought this spring. Plus, at V4 through 7, we were torrential rain and cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot. And our humidity this year was very high, in the 90s, 90-some% humidity most of the summer. So it was a very difficult year to achieve the high highs. We got a lot of good averages, which is really what we should shoot for.
Ideally.
Is consistent averages.
Yep.
But man, the highs have been tough to hit, but that's okay. That's okay.
Every year.
We've learned a lot this year. Foliar programs. I have a new favorite creek hybrid, and some of its genetics are prone to accentuate pushing dent out, be a little responsive to management. And dude, that baby, if we were in the melted urea, we ran balancer, fulvic, reproductive kelp. I ran 2 shots of that. Anywhere I ran 1 shot, we were 20 bushel higher. Where I ran 2 shots, 30 bushel higher.
Now, just out of curiosity.
Yep.
So when you're saying that, is that comparables as in creek bottom ground versus higher altitude ground?
So both creek and river had that response.
Okay.
Yep. And I was, now here's the thing. It was all done with a plane.
Yep.
So it was not a legitimate, okay, we cut these 24 rows, then 24 overs next.
Yep.
It's just going off, because we have I call it skip farming. One farm, go a mile, another farm, go a mile, another farm.
Yep.
And I have some landowners that I farm for that don't want to push the needle. I have some that are okay with it.
Yep.
Or we own the ground. And if we own the ground and it's good ground and things look well, we push the needle. I mean, we're going for that.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're not watching on video, this is a monster ear of corn. That's actually 2 years old. That is. Guys, if you've liked the information that you've seen so far, go ahead and check out the full-length podcast on our YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe there. It's also on all the major podcast platforms. We're constantly dropping info and more content on all the social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, etc. Check it out for a lot more content.